Hey Kickstarter, hey YouTube, I got a Kickstarter, not the other way around. Lord, it was a long day. I got it in a box. I know it's a Kickstarter because I don't have anything on order. I got notice from this company, Quirky Engines. I kickstarted one of their games, and when I kickstarted it, I picked the level that gave me a second game. It's a horror theme. Whichever one this is, it's definitely horror themed. Because the main one they were doing was called The Children, and then the extra games, one of them was Cthulhu. So, here we go. I opened the box, but I didn't look in it because I didn't want to fight with the scissors. Because, man, the scissors are absolute. This is the Cthulhu one. Such a big box for such a little item. Although I will say this is bigger than I thought it was going to be. For some reason, when I saw the picture, I thought the game was going to be one of those really little, about this big type thing. I know absolutely nothing about this game except for it has Cthulhu in the title. One of my gamers that is currently living in New Orleans because he's going to school, he was really heavily into Cthulhu. I'm just into horror, and, well, Cthulhu is kind of cool. I mean, it's the weirdest looking monster next to the flying spaghetti god that you could ever have. I am convinced that the Cthulhu god and the flying spaghetti monster are going to have kids. So this is it a card game? An unnameable twist on a traditional card play. This is Cthulhu on the front. This is the squid part of him. He also has wings. How weird is that? A squid with wings and tentacles. The tentacles is not weird. Squids have tentacles. Can you become the Grand Cultist? This will be my third game that has Cthulhu in it. My first one is called Fate of the Elder Gods, which was also a Kickstarter. It was a very expensive Kickstarter. It was the first expensive Kickstarter I did, and my gaming group loves it. I even demoed it at our first annual Game Fest convention because I'm the only one in town that knows how to play it. So there we go. And then I have one called Dracula's Feast, also a Kickstarter. That's a cute little pick-me-up one. And then, but one of the monsters in the expansion for that is Cthulhu. This is just straight up Cthulhu. Let's open it up. I haven't even looked at the back of it. I know there's a lot of words and kind of weird pictures. Did I show you the big? Here's the weird pictures. That man is creepy. And the pictures. I wonder if that's supposed to be H.P. Lovecraft. I did, once upon a time, a long time ago, read The Call of Cthulhu, and I've listened to it on audiobook, but I usually listen to my audiobooks to go to sleep. Comes with the instruction book, and this is an instruction book. Yeah. Some of the games I've done come with like 2-page instruction books. The last Kickstarter I got in didn't even have an instruction book. It was a download PDF, which was only 2 pages. It's really, really easy to play though, so it probably didn't need more than 2 pages. This has an actual book. Doesn't have very many cards in it. I'm going to assume these are locations where you play with, because if you've ever played any Arkham Horror, Cthulhu style games set in the H.P. Lovecraft world, a lot of them have locations, and you go to locations to investigate, I guess. Let's see, we got the Dunwich Horror. That is a house with, I don't know if you can see them or not because of the glare. The door has little tentacles coming out, or that's a window. All the windows have tentacles coming out. Oh, what's this? Find the twin brothers and take them out of the entities deck. Oh, so maybe each location is a different version of the game? Because, as I said, I know nothing about this. The tree on the hill. The tree is kind of creepy. Out of the Eons. This is kind of cool. See if you can see this. This is a mummy. This is a doctor taking apart the mummy. These are two Asian looking dudes. For my purposes, they're going to be Japanese because that's what I do, is Japanese. The Hound, which is probably a riff off the Hounds of Baskerville, which is also a very common theme in these kind of games. At the Mountains of Madness. Cultists map the Mountains of Madness by creating a ridge, slopes, and cliffs. The first cultist to get rid of all of his or her cards wins. And this is a mountain range with a little old-fashioned playing there. I'm going to assume each block is a different game because a lot of these games nowadays like to have replayability. Oh, look, that's Cthulhu Rises. That is Cthulhu. Tentacle monster, wings, all that good stuff. And that is all cards. That's all that's in that box. So the box is really big for what it had in it. I'm not sure it needed that much box, but maybe they'll do expansions or something. Let's see if I can break into these cards. I'm pretty sure this is probably more than one deck. I should, in the next day or two, get the second part of this Kickstarter called The Children. I'm known for buying cheap games and weird games because I'm into the whole monster thing. What is this? These are a deck of some sort. What are these? These are your cheat cards. This side has turn order. Tells you what you do when you do it. The other side looks like this. I'm not sure what that is, but it's got excavate a coveted artifact, draw an artifact from the artifact deck, and add it to the coveted artifact pile. Become the Grand Cultist. Cultists are a theme. Abort the current rite with no winner and become the Grand Cultist. Discard the coveted artifact pile. And then the very bottom part says, steal a coveted artifact. Steal one coveted artifact, replace it with the next artifact from the artifact draw pile, invoke the new artifact's power. I'm going to assume that's things you do, because that's usually the way those work. Let's see. 2 decks. This is Entities, which I'm going to assume is the monsters and things that you fight. I've never heard of this one. Liber Damnatus. Daniel Upton. I've heard that name. I'm going to assume it's from Cthulhu because I'm not sure where it's from. Edward Pickman Derby. Yeah, this is going to be all the people. Oh, I love this. Kamog. A wizard, a brown Jinkin. These are really cool, random, like ugly monsters. That's half of these are probably gods. Yes, Yig. I recognize that from my Fate of the Elder Gods. That's a god. So it's an elder god. As in my Fate of the Elder Gods, that's what you're trying to do, is you're trying to raise an elder god. Hester, that's an elder god. So yeah, this is the entity deck. Some of these entities are really cool. Here's another one. I don't know who that is, but he looks like he's part spider. He's got like 8 eyes. Okay, and then the other deck that comes with it, which is remarkably smaller, is called the Artifacts. Camera Obscura. It's haunted camera. A statuette of unidentifiable stone. There we go. Hound. I know that is cool. So I look forward to reading the instructions. I know what I'm taking to game night tomorrow night. I have 4 game nights a week. I have Thursdays and Saturdays we play board games. Mondays we alternate between Starfinder and Pathfinder, and Wednesdays is D&D. I feel like a social butterfly. So that is my Kickstarter for today. I love getting stuff in the mail. I paid for this forever ago. I was supposed to get it like months and months ago, but what can you do? There, things happen, things don't get made as quickly as possible, but as soon as they got made, they got them out as soon as they showed up in the United States. So, toodaloo.